Yo, what is going on, you guys? Sebastian Waijo here. Yes, this is not my normal setup. We're gonna be doing a market watch today. It's kind of impromptu. It is currently what? Sure, it's Sunday. Was it midnight? Almost. It's almost midnight. Uh, and I just found out that the YCS in Peru has just finished. I want to go ahead and see, I guess, tell you guys what I believe or how it's going to affect the market as far as what decks did well. Essentially, kind of what is going to be a weird video. So we're going to be talking about not only what happened at the YCS Peru, but also what cards I believe are going to be going up and down based off that. So if you guys did not know, apparently Adventure Sprite won the whole event. So that's something I definitely did not see coming. Sprite's definitely a very, very strong deck and one of my favorite decks for a while now. However, I definitely did not see this deck doing as well as it definitely did, especially not the Adventure. The Adventure one. If anything, I thought Runic Sprite would take it. Life Twin. Sprite has been doing very, very well. Has seen a lot of hype, but unfortunately, in top four, it was, I believe, Kashtira, two Adventure Sprites, along with another deck, Salamangrate, actually. So that was actually pretty wild. So that is something that you have to consider as far as if that is going to be a viable deck in down the line or in the near future. So I have to consider if I'm going to be attending the Houston Regional, but it is something to keep an eye out for. Now, if you are looking to pick up these structure decks for Soul Burner, they're currently at like 55-60 bucks. So I definitely don't recommend picking up the actual structure decks themselves. Definitely go ahead and pick up the singles. It by the time you guys see this, it'll be probably 9 a.m. Central Time, 8 or 9 a.m. Central Time. So you guys do have a little bit of time to go ahead and make sure that you're able to get all your cards if you're looking to play Salamangrate. But it looks like it may have been an oversight depending on if what players are preparing for. If duelists are looking too hard into the Kashtira matchup and too hard into the Labyrinth or Traptrix matchup or whatever it might be, or the Sword Soul matchup as well, which I'm very surprised I didn't see in top four because if anything, Salamangrate of all things, right? So cards that I think are going to be affected by this, of course, is the Infernoble cards as well. Just go ahead and throw that out there. So obviously Infernoble has gotten some brand new support that was released. On top of that, Infernoble did just bubble out of the YCS. So with that being said, if you guys have not checked out the channel Ready for Duel, they are a Peruvian YouTuber channel. So if you guys understand Spanish, I would highly, highly recommend you guys go ahead and check him out. He's a very entertaining, very, very informative individual, but he was also at that YCS. You can go ahead and get you guys deck profiles as far as what was played. He can get you guys insight on those duels, and he does have a really, really interesting Infernoble Knight deck profile for you guys. I thought I said Infernoid or Infernity at first. I said there's no way. But Infernoble of all things actually doing very, very well at the event, so isn't something to consider even without the new support as well. So I can't see if, I mean, of course those cards have already been skyrocketing the past week or so, ever since we got the new Infernoble support announced, but now that it is viable, it might go up even higher for the current form. I mean, I don't believe they have many reprints at all whatsoever, so that is something to keep in mind. If you guys have any Infernoble cards, I would highly recommend you offloading them ASAP before the reprints come, of course, because I definitely see all those cards going up and up and up in price. Other cards, of course, we already talked about the Salamangrate, Adventure Engine. So the Water Enchantress currently is, I believe, 12-13 bucks each. Not too bad. The few profiles that I did see that were playing the adventure package actually were playing 3 Water Enchantress and 1 Rite of Eremazir. And Rite of Eremazir right now is at $55. It used to go for, I believe, 30 or 40. So that price is fluctuating quite a bit, I would say. But of course, with the recent trends that we're seeing, Salamangrate top with the adventure package, we're seeing Sprite it was a mirror match, Adventure Sprite for the final spot. I mean, the adventure packages are going to go through the roof again. I don't think it's going to reach the point where it was before, where Water Enchantresses were like 30-40 bucks, and Rite of Eremazir was through the roof, things like that. But I mean, 55 right now per copy. I could easily see it going up to 60s, potentially 70s as well. It may go up even more, but that's just what I currently believe at the moment. So I believe that's pretty much it. Aside from that, Kashtira was nowhere to really be seen as far as that goes. Because, I mean, let's be honest with you guys. Cash tier is seen or is accepted, has been accepted by the Yu-Gi-Oh community to be the number one deck of the current format. But with that being said, its lack of representation in top spots is really something to be concerning, especially for all of us. Not myself, because I didn't buy the deck, but for all of us who did buy it at full price when it was the $1,000 deck, and now unicorns are like $9, $10. They used to be going for like 30, 40. Fenrir's used to be going for 70, 80, and now they're going for 30 bucks, 40 bucks max. I mean, the deck overall has just fallen flat on its face coming out of, I mean, don't get me wrong, it came out the gate very, very strong, but I think that overall, while the deck is really, really strong in what it can do, I just think it has way too many weaknesses, flaws even, to where it can definitely be taken advantage of by some of the other decks of the formats. For example, the recursion that, or grindability that a deck like Sword Soul or Sprite has, build the exact same board all over again. I mean, don't get me wrong, Cashier can too, but you need a unicorn or Fenrir in order to go ahead and do so, and it becomes a little more complicated after that, even if you get like evenly matched or double A Zeus or whatever it might be, which, I mean, most people are playing 2 copies of Zeus just in case if you banish one, you got the other one. A lot of decks are main decking evenly matched now, so there's so much just going against that deck in general. Unfortunately, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a tier 1 deck. You still have to respect it because it definitely can still just pop off out of nowhere. So it's something to keep in mind. But with the prices of cash tier just continuing to drop like this, honestly, it's going to be probably one of the most affordable decks of the format. And with that being said, guys, this is probably going to be one of the most affordable formats to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In a very long time. I mean, you can buy the entire Sword Soul deck, complete full competitive with the most, top-notch cards, Baron the Floor just got the reprint now going for like 30, 40 bucks. You get the entire deck for like $120 to $140. And that's extremely budget considering that the deck, that's how much you'd have to pay for like 3 Moyes back in the day. So Sword Soul is extremely budget. Branded Despia is extremely budget as well. You can again get the entire deck for like 100, 150 bucks. I'm pretty sure they're still selling the Alabaster Strike structure deck at like Target for like 12 bucks if you guys are missing out on like branded fusions, which are now themselves going for like $3 or $4 each. So I had to move mine ASAP. Sprites, Sprite Blues are going for 30s each at the moment, so that's something to keep in mind as well. It's probably going to be one of the most expensive decks of the format, just because of the extra deck and the overall support cards you are going to need in the adventure package. You could probably pick up the entire deck for, again, 200 bucks less, and this is to be the trend. So it's $200 to $300 per deck for the top tier decks. Even if you're playing something like Trap Tricks, of course, it can even fall way below that as well. So I think that is really just amazing to see that it is that affordable for new players coming into the game. The game is a lot slower paced. For new players, I think it's absolutely fantastic. So if you're someone who's new, looking to come into the game, you're coming at the perfect time, my friend. So wish you guys the very best of luck. But that's going to be it for today, guys. I know it's kind of a weird setting, so I don't have the visual aids on me, but believe me, everything I say is true. I checked the information before recording, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If I missed a card, let me know in the comments, and I'll go ahead and cover it in the next market watch. But without further ado, guys, you guys are seeing this right now. I'm most likely driving on my way to Houston and New Orleans, going on a quick vacation. So I do have videos scheduled for the majority of the week. I may have to record another one of these impromptu videos later on in the week, but you guys will see it, But let me know what you guys think. Again, comment section down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.